Hello everyone and welcome to all of you in today's video. And in this video we are going to create a very simple project, but there is some big deal in this project that we are going to learn about two very important hooks in React. The very first hook that is very much important, that is a use callback hook, and the another is use effect hook. Now in my display you can see a very simple web page, right? And in this web page there is an input field, and below the input field there are three things are present. The very first thing, there is a plus button, and then a input field, and also a minus button, right? And you can also see that there is some gibberish text that is present inside the upper input field, right? So let me tell you first, this is a very simple project in which we are going to create a random string generator. Okay, now you can ask me, sir, what is the big deal in this project? I don't understand what is the big deal. The big deal is we are not going to generate this random string using use state hook. No. We are going to use the use state hook for managing the state, but we are not going to generate the password using the use state hook. But instead of using the use state hook, we will use useEffect and use callback hook. Okay, now you can ask me, sir, what is use state and use callback? But before understand those hooks, let me show you what is happening if I reload the page. If I reload the page, you can see the string will be changed whenever I am going to reload the page, right? And also if I click on this plus button, you can see like the string has already been changed, and also the length of that string is changed. Now if I click on this button multiple time, you can see the length of the string has been increased, and also the number has been increased. Means what is the length of that string, right? So that is the project we are going to make in this video. Okay, but let me show you what is use state and use callback and use effect. Okay, now I will show you the official documentation of React.js. Okay, okay, understand? So just let me search use effect hook. Okay, and always remember, whenever you are going to study any React component or anything that is related to React, always refer the react.dev website. Okay, that is the official documentation of React.js. If you see the very first line, here some text are present like use effect is a React hook that lets you synchronize a component with an external system. Wow, if you read the line, then I am definitely 100% sure that you will not be able to understand what is the meaning of those of the line, right? But in a simple term, it basically wants to say you, it wants to let you understand that the use effect hook will be used whenever some changes will be occurred. Just remember one thing, whenever some changes will be occurred in your program or in your application, on that time this use effect hook will use. Okay, now you can ask me, sir, what is the changes? Okay, just keep patience, I will also tell you. But just notice here the syntax of the use effect. So use effect takes only two things. The very first thing is the setup, and the next thing is the dependencies. Okay, now what is a setup? If you notice here, okay, just let me show you. Okay, setup, thus the function with your effects logic. The very first thing, that is setup means you have to provide a function. Okay, and inside the function you will write a logic. Okay, write a logic means you will write a piece of code that you want to execute whenever some dependencies will be changed. Okay, now the second thing, if you noticed here, the dependencies are here, right, inside the use effect. Now dependency means the list of things or list of state, and if those states or the value of those states has been changed, on that time the setup function will need to be executed. Okay, that is the dependency. I know you have not understood anything. I know, just keep patience. Just let me show you the code, and after that you will be understand what is the use case of use effect, and another thing, that is the use callback. Okay, and if you heard the word callback, callback means it's also a function, right? Yes, you're right. It's a upper class function, you can say that, in React. And if you read the very first line of the definition of use callback hook, then you can understand. It says that it is a React hook that lets you cache a function definition between readers. Okay, now you can understand this definition some little level, right? Means the words are very much familiar here. It basically says that whenever you will use callback hook, on that time, what will React do? React will take the definition of the function, and it will also store the definition of the function into your browser's cache memory. Okay, and whenever something will be changed or some state will be changed, on that time React will help you to execute that function. And if you see here, it is the syntax of the use callback. It is also similar to the use effect, but their work is different. In use callback, you are going to store the function definition into your browser's cache memory. And whenever something will be changed, on that time you will re-render your function. Otherwise, you will not execute your function. Okay, that is the use callback. But in use state, or sorry, in my bad, in use effect, whenever something will be changed, you will perform an action. Not You will not cache the function definition, right? That is the very basic difference between the use callback and use state and use effect hook. Okay. Now let me show you. Okay. Let me show you how you will be able to create this project. You can see here. Just let me take a screenshot of it so we can make it in a very easy manner. Okay. And let me open the Excel draw for making the project very simple. Okay. And I have to paste it here. And if I zoom in, means if I increase the size of the photo, you can see there will be an input field, and below the input field there will be three things. Two buttons are there, and also an input field are there. Okay. Now we have to make these things. How can we make? We will use React. So very first thing, just let me stop my live server, and just let me remove everything from here. Okay. Just give me a second, guys. It will take more than 10 to 15 seconds to delete everything from here, and after that we will start our very fresh project of here. Okay, it has already been deleted. Now let me open the terminal first, and here I will show you how you can configure the tailwind CSS in a very better manner. Okay, now you want to create a Vite project for the React, right? So for that reason you have to use the npm command, npm create Vite@latest. Okay, and after that it will ask you inside which folder you are going to create your project. You can see here I am already inside a folder that is called 02 password generator, right? So I don't want to create any further folder. That's why I will put a dot and a forward slash, and I will hit the enter button again. And now the terminal will ask which framework I want to use. So I want to use the React, just because it's a very simple thing. I want to use the React, and after that you have to choose the variant of the JavaScript, which variant you are going to use for the project. So I will use normal JavaScript. I will hit the enter button. Okay, now you can see your project has already been created, but one thing is missing. If you see all those files and folders at the left position, you can see only one folder is now missing. That is the node module folder. And without the node module folder, we will not be able to execute, or we will not be able to render our page in the browser. So for that reason, you have to install the npm first. So if you complete the installation of npm, then you can see at the left side a node module folder will be displayed. Okay, so I will give some time, just because it will take some time to install the npm. On that time I will show you how you can install or how you can configure the Tailwind CSS. Okay, just search for basic tailwindcss.com. Okay, and you will get the very beautiful website of Tailwind CSS. Now Tailwind CSS has released a new version, that is version 4.0, and it is a beta version, not LTS version. So try to avoid this version and just below down its nearest version, that is 3.4.17. So you have to use 3.4.17 just because it is a stable version, and whatever library or whatever framework you are going to use, just like SATCN or Mentine, okay, that kind of library, on that time if you use the version 3.4.17, then you will not get any kind of error. But if you use the beta version, on that time you will get some error. Okay, so you have to use 3.4.17. Pretty easy, right? Now you have to choose the framework guides. Okay, from the framework guides, if you notice here, we are using Vite bundler, right, for creating our React project. So here you have to choose the Vite bundler first. After that, it will told you that you have to create a Vite project first. After that, you have to change the directory, and after that, you have to paste these two commands in your terminal, right? So I will copy those two commands and I will paste them into my terminal. Okay, I think it will take some time for installing the npm. Okay, I think it will be completed soon. Okay, on for now I will show you some very beautiful UI libraries that you can use to improve your project, that we are going to help you for making it. Okay, just like a SATCN. SATCN is one of the most very beautiful and very popular UI library that you can use for your any project, for your college project, or for your personal project, for your portfolio project. Okay, whenever you want to create a project with a very good UI library, you can use the SATCN. Okay, just click on this button, and after that installation, choose the Vite, Next.js, Remix, Astro, which framework you are using. Just based on the framework, choose the framework guide, and here is all the downloading step. In upcoming videos, I will definitely show you how you can use the SATCN UI library for your project. And I am also thinking that I am going to provide you a free bootcamp, and on that free bootcamp, I will show you how you can integrate Tailwind CSS and also SATCN UI, and how you can import very beautiful components like card component, like hover component, like toast. This kind of thing I am going to teach you for free of cost, and in upcoming days I will definitely provide you some free boot camps, and after participating those boot camps, you will also be able to get free certificate regarding those boot camps. Okay, we are not going to charge anything for those boot camps, right? Okay, I hope the npm installation has been completed, so I will paste those commands here. So I have already successfully pasted the very first command. It will take not more than a minute. Okay, one more thing guys, if you think that my voice is very much low just because I am using an older version of Windows, okay, it's a it is nearly uh, 8 to 10 years old laptop, and I am using a very heavy open source software, that is a OBS Studio. That's why I have to suppress the volume of my earphone, otherwise it will produce some unusual noise that will definitely decrease the quality of the video. That's why my suggestion is to use an headphone or earphone and bump up the volume button. Okay, okay, I think it will take some time guys. Okay, first command has been executed. Now the second command. After that, I will go to my browser, and from here I will exactly copy the entire thing that is present inside the tailwind.config.js, and I will again go inside my VS Code, and here is the tailwind.config.js. Here I will do Control A and Control V. So everything will be deleted, and the thing that I have already been copied, that has been pasted here, right? After that, you have to copy these three utility classes, and you have to paste it inside your index.css, right? So I will again do Control A and Control V. Okay, pretty easy, right? There's no headache. And just let me start the server first. npm run dev. Okay, you can ask me, sir, how why you are writing npm run dev. Uh, I don't know how to write it. Just go inside the package.json file, and inside the package.json file there will be some scripts are there, and inside the script there is a command called dev, and this dev command will help you to execute your Vite project. I hope you have understood how to execute the Vite project, right? And from this folder structure, let me zoom in first. I don't need this app.css just because I am going to use the tailwind CSS in this video, right? So I will delete it first. After that, I will go inside the app.jsx, and I don't want anything from here. I will just do Control A and delete, and after that I will use a template like RFC, means a React Functional Component Export. Okay, it will give me a sample component, right? And inside the component, okay, the very first thing, if I open it into my browser, just let me close those tabs first. If I open it localhost 5173, you can see nothing will be displayed, right? Just because I have not displayed anything yet, right? So first thing, I will put some text like hello React, and after that, if I go to the browser, you can see hello React is being displayed, right? That means our React application is working perfectly. Okay, very good, everyone. After that, I want to provide the entire width and entire height to this div. How can I do that? Simple, I will use the class name. Okay, inside the class name, I am going to write some CSS like I want to provide the height of the screen, width will be full. Okay, just give me a second, everyone. And the width will be full, and also I will provide some background color like a BG slate 300. Just I want to check whether the CSS is working or not. That's why basically I have put some background color on it. Okay, now you can see the tailwind CSS is also working appropriately, right? Okay, very good, everyone. So now I will remove the background color from here, and also I will use flex properties like flex item. Okay, just let me disable. Okay, autocomplete. Okay, just let me disable it. Items center, justify center. 40 से होने वाला. Justify center. Okay, everyone. I hope you have understood all the things, right? And after that, if you see it here, you can see there is an input field, and below the input field there is also three things are there, right? So very first thing, I will create an input here, text. After that, I will also take a div, and inside the div I will create button, and inside the button I will put a plus. Similarly, I will put a minus, and also I need another input field here. Okay, now it looks good. And if I open here, you can see nothing has been displayed, right? That's because I have not put any CSS on those things. Okay, everyone. Okay, just to give me a second, guys. I think width will be screen. Okay. Okay, if I reload this page again, I don't know why it is happening, guys. Just give me a second. Flex item center, justify content center. Okay, everything is fine. Okay, now let me put some styles on it, like class name, and instead of class name I will provide some height of 10 and a width of 96. Okay, not 94, 96. Also, I don't want any outline, that's why I will put outline none. I need a border, and I also need the border color of slate of 800. I also make it a rounded LG. Now if I go here, you can see it is now displayed, right? But it is not looks good. Okay, don't worry, I will make it good for you guys. And I will also provide padding in the X direction. It will be 5. Pretty easy, right? Now I have to provide flex a direction column. Okay, and in this button also I have to put some CSS. For that I will use the class name. Inside the class name I will also use the height of 10. Padding in X direction will be 5. The text will be Excel. Okay, font I need a bold font. The BG color I need slate of 700, and the text color will be slate of 200. Okay, and if I go to the browser, you can see now it looks good, but it is not looks that much of good, right? So for that I have to fix it first. How can I fix it? Just I have to put a rounded LG. Also I need no outline, so outline I will make it none. After that I will provide some gap in Y direction of 5. Okay, I think you know very basics of Tailwind CSS. Okay guys, I will assume that you have a very basic idea of Tailwind CSS. Okay, after that also I have to provide some classes inside this inner div, just like flex, item center, justify content. Okay, justify center. Okay, pretty easy. Now I also put some gap in X direction of 2. And if I go here, you can see now it looks good. But I also I need to put some classes in this input field, right? Class name. Here I will put a height of 10, padding in X direction will be 5. I want to align the text at the center position. Also, I don't need any outline, that's why outline will be none. I need a border of slate of 800, guys. Okay. Also, I want to make it rounded LG. I think it will look pretty good. Okay, it looks pretty good. Okay, guys. And also here I will put in another class name that will be. Okay, just to give me a second, everyone. The class name will be text center. That means I want to align the text that will be present inside this input field in the center position, right? I hope you have understood all the things. Okay, now you can see here. Okay, now it looks good, right? It looks good. Now you have to display the length of the password, and also the password you have to display it here, right? For those things have I have to use the use state hook first for managing the state. Like first will be password, and the function name will be set password, and I will use react dot use state hook, and in the initial position it will be an empty string. Similarly, I have to use another use state hook for managing the length of the password. So password length, and here I have to put a function called set password length, and also I have to use react.useState for managing the state of this variable, and I will put a default value of 8. Now also I have to display the value 8 in this input field, right? For that reason I will use a value prop here, and inside the value prop I will pass the password length. Simple guys. And I also make this input field only read only. Okay. Similarly I will copy it first, and also I want to display the password inside this input field, right? So here I will put the only password, and I will make it read only. And if I go here, you can see the length of the password. But there is no password. Don't worry, we will definitely make it. There is no hectic situation, guys. Okay, now I want another thing. If I click on this plus button, then the value should be increased by 1. And if I click on this minus button, then the value should be decreased by 1. But one important thing, that is, if the default value is 8, on that time I don't want to decrease the button. If I click on the minus button, also I don't want to decrease the value of it, right? So how can I do that? That's very simple. Also I will use two functions. Just let me show you. The very first function is const handle length increase. Just because I am going to use an event, that's why I have to take event in the parameter, and I will prevent the default behavior of that event, right? After that I will take the set password. Inside the set password I will take the password first, and after that I will add a plus on it, and here I will change const to let, just because I have to simultaneously change the length of the password and also the password length. That's why I have changed it here. Similarly, I will copy this function and I will paste it here, and I will change the value of it, like change the name of the function, just like decrease. And here first of all I need an if statement. If the password length triple equal to 8, on that time just return the function, otherwise just -1 the function. Okay, okay, now we have successfully created two functions. Now we have to use them. How can we use them? Using onClick function, right? Here I will use onClick, and here handle length decrease, and also on this button I will use another onClick, and here handle length increase. Okay guys, and if I go to the browser and if I refresh the page and if I click on this plus button, you can see, okay, I think something is wrong happened, guys. Just give me a second. Okay, not a set password, it will be the set password length. Okay, my bad guys, my bad. Sorry for that everyone, I have made some little mistake here. It will be set password length, just because I have to set the length of the password, right? And if I go to the browser and if I again refresh the page and if I click on this plus button, you can see it has been changed, but I think there's some problem, guys. Handle length increase and handle length decrease. Okay, password length value. Okay. Now also I have to pass the password length here. Sorry guys, my bad. Forgive me for that, guys. I have to reload it here. If I click on this plus button, you can see the length of the password is simultaneously changing, right? And if I click again on the minus button, you can see the password length has been changed, but it will stop when the password length will be triple equal to 8. On that time the minus button will not work. Now I have to generate the random password. How can I do that? That will be very much important question. So I have already told you what is the meaning of useCallback. it will basically store the function definition into the memory cache, right? Cache memory. So I have to create a function first, like const handle password generate, and it will be a function. So for that I have to use react dot use callback hook, and this use callback hook, I have already told that there will be two things. The very first parameter, that will be a function, and the next parameter will be an array, means a dependency, right? And inside the dependency, when the function will be executed, the function will be executed only on that time, only that particular time when the password length will be changed. If the password length will be constant on that time, there is no need to uh, there is no need to re-enter the function definition, right? So if the length of the password will be changed only on that time, just call the function. Now I have to write the function definition. Just because I have to create the random string on that time, I will use const characters equal to, first of all I will define some characters here, like 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and also A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z. But I don't want to write these alphabet characters in capital letter. That's why I will open the command prompt first. Okay, just give me a second, everyone. I will type cmd, and here I will open the node shell, and here I will convert it. Okay, just give me a second. I will convert it dot to uppercase. Okay, now you can see it already convert all the alphabets into the uppercase, and I will paste it here. No issue, right? Very simple thing. And also I have to generate a password. So for generating a password, I will create another variable called PASS, and I will assign the very first value, that will be an empty string. Okay. After that, I will simply use an for loop. Inside the for loop, I will use let I equal to 0, and how many times the loop should be executed, that will depend on the password length, right? Means if the password length is 8, on that time the loop will be executed simultaneously for 8 times, and it will give 8 different random characters, and I will add those characters into the password field or into the password variable, and simply I plus plus. Now I have to take a random character. I have to take random character from this string. How can I do that? For getting random character, I have to generate random index values. So how can I do that? We can do that by using math function, not math function, math library. And math library will provide us a function called math.random. So math.random will provide you a random fractional value. But if I get a fractional random value, then it will not work for me, just because we need a solid integer number. Otherwise it will not work. So how can I do that? If I multiply it with the length of the cache, then it will give me an integer number, but also it will give me fraction. But I don't want to get the fraction. How can I do that? I will wrap it inside the pair of parentheses, and I will again wrap it by math.floor. So math.floor will below out the fraction value. Like if the fraction value is 0.4, on that time it will only provide you 0. If the value is 0.5, on that time it will provide you 1. Now I will copy the entire thing, and what should I want to do here? I want to take the password, and after that I will assign the value of the password plus I will take the cats here. Inside the cats, I will put 8. So it will give you the random index value, and based on the random index value, I will be able to grab random characters from this cats variable, right? And after that, I will simply use a function called set password, and inside the password, I will pass the pass. Easy, easy peasy, right, guys? It has already been completed the function, but now I have to execute the function first. Okay, how can I execute the function? Using useState. See here, guys. React dot use, not useState, useEffect. And this useEffect function will also take a function inside it. It also take a dependency array, right? And inside the dependency array, when I want to execute this handle password generate function, whenever the password length will be changed, otherwise there is no need to execute the function, right? If the password length will be changed, then I want that React need to be executed automatically. So on that time, I have to pass only the password length inside the dependency array. Otherwise, it will not be re-render whenever the password length will be changed. And inside the useEffect hook, I have to pass only the simple, the function, and I have to execute the function. Okay, I have to execute the function here. Now I think we have completed our project. Let's see what happened in the browser, guys. Okay, if I reload it here, okay, now you can see a random string has been generated and it is also displaying in your screen. Now one question may arise in your mind that you have already generated the random string. Okay, I got it. But whether the length of the password is equal to this length, how can you prove that, sir? How can you prove that? Okay, just copy this, guys. Just copy this, and if you have already installed the Node.js in your machine, just open the command prompt and open and write just node. Then a node, a node shell will be opened, and here just paste the text and put dot length, and you can see the length is 8. Okay, that means our function is working. And if I again click on this plus button, you can see the string has been changed automatically. I have not declared the function inside the useState hook, but instead of providing the function inside the useState hook, it is also working just because I have used the useCallback and also used the useEffect hook. UseEffect means if I click on this button, I have already mentioned that, hey, useEffect. If I click on this button or otherwise this button, only that time you have to execute the function and you have to change the value of the random string. That's why it is working. And if I click on this button, you can see here the password length has been changed simultaneously. And if I again copy the entire random string, and you can check here the length is 39, right? And if I again open the command prompt and I have to write the node, and here if I paste it and I will check the length of it, you can see the length is 39. If I zoom it more, you can see the length is 39, and here length is 39. And if I just click on this minus button, you can see the length of the random string has been changed, but after reaching 8 it will not work. Okay guys, I hope you have understood all the topics of useEffect and useCallback hook. Okay, if I want, I can help you to make an entire website, but that knowledge will definitely help you to build up the very basic building blocks of React. Okay, that's why I have chosen these small topics, and after completing these small topics, you will be able to create an entire website by your own self. Okay, my job is to show you, or is to teach you how you can master the React. Okay, one more another thing, guys, and I'm also asking sorry to all of you guys for the low voice, just because I have already told you that there will be some background noise if I increase the volume of my earphone. Okay, so another thing, That is the very basic workshop, right? If you want to learn from us React or backend or Munstack or Python development, basic web development, so we also provide 45 days of training program in which we will teach you from the very scratch level to very advanced level, and how you can register for those training programs. Search for the Codex Intern, just search for the only Codex Intern, and you will get our very first website, codexintern.in. Click on it, and after clicking on it, just go to the training programs, and inside the training program, whatever program you want to learn from us, you can learn. Okay, and we will definitely teach you from the very basic level. It will be available in Hindi and English, so there will be no problem. Suppose you want to like the front end course, just click on this button, then a payment page will be opened, and after completing the payment, we will receive your request, and our team will contact you and will give you the confirmation for the course or for the training. Okay guys, I hope you have understood all the topics, and thank you for watching this video guys, and have a very good evening, good night, and good morning to all of you guys whenever you are going to watching the video. Okay, thank you guys, thank you for watching this video, and I am Rahul Ghosh, now signing out.